All right, do you guys see this? This is the diary of St. Faustina, and it is really, really good. Well, at least the first 129 pages are really good because it's as far as I've gotten. But it takes me so long to read this book because there's so much words of wisdom in here that it takes a while for it to really sink in and take root in my soul. So in the weeks and months to come, I want to share with you some of the things that I find in the Diary of St. Faustina that I find particularly powerful. But before I share tonight's, I also want to share with you an epiphany that I had today. And that is that we have only 9 more days until the beginning of the season of Lent. I can't even believe it. Normally by this time I have my Lenten game plan, and by that I mean I know sacrifices that I want to make, types of prayer that I want to pick up, works of service that I want to do. And this year I have nothing. I don't know what I'm going to do. I honestly haven't even sat down to think and pray about it. But next week I hope to provide you with some practical help about Lent and what we can do. But before I do that, I think it's important to lay down some groundwork. And not just really for our Lenten commitments, but just in our daily attitude and our service and things that we choose to do in our day, the thoughts that we allow to consume our minds, the words and the tones that we use in our speech. What should be the motivating force behind all of that? Well, here's what St. Faustina has to say. So I'm going to read from her journal of what she wrote to the Lord. She said, "You know that from my earliest years, I have wanted to become a great saint. That is to say, I have wanted to love you with a love so great that there would be no soul who has loved you so." Isn't that just beautiful? I find her words to be so genuine. And when I think about that, shouldn't that be the motivating force behind everything that we do? Not just our Lenten commitments that are coming up soon, but in our everyday activity, our everyday speech, those things that we feel are mundane, or our work or our school or our families. What should be the motivating force behind everything? Our actions, our thoughts, our words, the tone, the attitude that we choose to adopt for today. Everything should point us towards our goal to be a great saint. And what do we need to do to be a great saint? To love God with a passion and fervor like none other. That's what we're called to do. So when we lay down our heads tonight, what are we supposed to do? Love God. When we wake up in the morning, what do we need to do? Love God with a passion and fervor in our life. What do we do when we go off to our job or when we go to school? We love God. Everything that we do and everything that we say and think, our driving force behind that should be to be a great saint. So tonight and throughout the rest of this week, I pray that we all increase in our desire to love God with every ounce of our being, to desire to become a great saint, and that when He sees us, He sees a love that is so passionate for Him and His will in our lives. I hope that you join me next week for my little Lenten talk. And have a great week. And remember, go out there, love God, and be great saints. Take care, and God bless.